everyone, I'm finally also in the summer edition. Summer has finally arrived to Iceland, or kind of, at least. Let's hope it stays that way. So therefore, this summery look for me today. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope summer is also wherever you are, that you're enjoying nice weather, sunshine, and that the week has been going really well for you. All right, so what I want to talk to you today is something that I've been asked quite a lot about, and I find that topic to be super interesting and super important, and that is the idea of how do I invest in myself. All right, so I want to share, I wrote down a couple of notes, and I want to share different ways that I invest in myself daily. Right? I want to offer my perspectives, and I want to encourage you to share your perspectives as well. What is something that worked for you? What is something that maybe didn't work for you? What is something that you've been trying at the moment? How has that potentially changed your life, right? I always encourage you to share, because you never know how even one word that you share can change someone's life. Okay? So let's get into it. So there are essentially three areas really that I invest in myself on a daily basis. They are absolute non-negotiable for me, for my goals, for my future aspiration, for my being and my ability to provide my clients, my community, people around me with really the best of myself. Okay, so the first and the most important, right, is investing in myself, in my mind, in my body, in my soul, so to say, right? So my emotional well-being. So these three are absolute non-negotiable for me on a daily basis. Because if I don't have that, all right, anything else cannot happen, cannot be, cannot exist, right? If I'm not in the right spot mentally and physically, how can I expect from myself to give the best to the world around me, right? It just cannot happen, all right? So obviously on a physical side, this can be whatever works for you, right? Whatever feels right for your body, moving it. Is it different sports? Is it different other activities that you do physically, right? Like for me personally, I walk every day for at least an hour. That's absolutely, it doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, windy, whatever it is. And we can have really bad weather conditions here in Iceland, right? Unless it's really storm, then I cannot go out. But otherwise, right, I walk every day for at least an hour, and 2 to 3 times per week I go swimming. I love swimming. I used to train swimming as well, so this is a big love of mine. And also every single day I do a couple of exercises in the morning. So is it stretching, or is it doing some, kind of strength exercises? So I really without that, without sports in my life, something is missing, right? And you can really feel it. So when you come to the point of exercising something or having a routine, right? Daily routine, when you don't do it, it starts feeling like, something is missing in my life today, right? Something is kind of not right. All right. So this is in terms of physical investment, right? In terms of mental, in terms of emotional, right? What is very important for me to invest every day is in my thoughts and beliefs. Right. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't mean that you always have to think positive and everything is amazing and nice and woohoo, because that's not realistic, right? We always have ups and downs in our lives, and we need to navigate through those, right? So for me, I believe that thinking you always need to think positive and always everything has to be woohoo is pretty unrealistic and can turn to be actually very toxic, right? Because when you go into such mode, when you don't feel at your best, you start asking yourself, oh, what's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you, right? Let's stop asking ourselves what's wrong with us, because nothing is wrong with you. You're a human being. You're experiencing different emotions, different thoughts, different beliefs, and that is absolutely normal, all right? So what I mean when I say thoughts and beliefs, it means becoming aware of what is going on kind of inside of my head, right? And not engaging with different thoughts and beliefs that aren't empowering me, right? What would that mean? It would be feeling like a victim, going in that direction, or feeling pity for myself, or feeling jealousy, or feeling any of these kind of feelings or thoughts that don't empower me. How are they helping me? How are they helping me in any way, right? Or comparing myself to others. How is this helping me, right? So I want to, or I am aware of what is happening in my mind, and switching and challenging myself to understand how is this empowering me, and if it's not, how can it empower me, right? A way to do that is by hiring a coach, for example, right? Obviously, I love coaching. I believe in coaching so much. I think it's absolutely life-changing. I have my own coach, right? And I am a coach, and I have personal experience so much transformation while working with my coach. I've experienced it by coaching other people as well. But even if you don't want to have a coach, even if you don't want to work with a professional, you can coach yourself by, for example, journaling, right? By asking yourself right questions, by peeling the onion, by digging deeper and understanding where are these thoughts coming from? Where are these beliefs coming from? What makes me believe that? Is this true, right? Like, is this really true? So you wanna continuously challenge yourself, because our brains love to go into more negative side of thinking rather than positive. It's just easier for us to think in a negative way, okay? The next thing of investing in yourself is, how do my actions align with my goals, with my aspirations, with who I wish to become? This is a very big question you want to be asking yourself every single day. Who am I aspiring to become, and how does what I'm doing today align with who I wish to become? It's a big question. It's such a powering question though, as well, right? Because going to immediately tell you like, this has nothing to do with who I wish to become. Therefore, I should not be engaging into this, right? Protecting your time, protecting your energy, and protecting your future you. Back in a day, I posted a future you worksheet in the group. If you scroll down, scroll, or you can send me a message, I'm going to send it to you. Empowering questions to understanding who is your future you. How is your future you thinking? What is your future you believing into? What is your future you doing every single day? Who is your future you hanging around with? These are just some of the questions you want to ask yourself. You want to challenge yourself on. Okay? Next way of investing in yourself is understanding who are the people you're hanging out with. Right? How are they empowering you? Are they the right people in your life? Right? Someone that you used to hang out with might not be the right person for you at this moment. That doesn't mean you will say bye to them and never see them again. No, it just means that potentially it's time to distance yourself a bit from them and surround yourself with people who align with who you wish to become better. People who challenge you, people you can learn from, people who empower you, people who want to who inspire you to become a better person, and the same you do for them. So it's not a one-way street. Every relationship is a two-way street, right? We give and we take. It's not one or the other, all right? Environment, another way to invest in yourself. What environment am I surrounded with, or am I finding myself in, right? You want to be surrounded, or you want to be in beautiful environments, because beautiful environments inspire more beautiful things. Right? So for example, me personally, I cannot function in a messy environment. I just cannot, because mess around me is kind of making me messy in my head. So I like to have my workspace clean and nice and structured. The same, I like my apartment, my house to be beautiful, right? I like to go to beautiful places because they make me feel good. And when I feel good, I can produce more and be better and feel better for the world around me, right? So this would be in terms of investing in myself, different ways. So in my thoughts and beliefs, in my actions, people who surround me, environments, and of course, physically as well. So your being, that's a foundation for anything else that you give to the world, all right? Of course, there are also different habits, different rituals you put in place. Morning routine is, for example, a big thing in my life. I love to have my silence, peace, and quiet in the morning. It's essential for me, right? So I'm lucky because my boyfriend actually likes to wake up later. So I have my peace and quiet in the morning, whereas I like to go to sleep earlier. So he has his peace and quiet in the evening, right? So we kind of organized ourselves in that way, because it's so important that you have your time before you go into the world. For me, it's in the morning, right? So before I go out in the world, I need to have my time for myself, to center myself and to decide what kind of day am I going to have today. right? I make that decision. I don't allow someone to make that decision for me. I make that decision. Okay, so the second part that's also kind of related, obviously, in investing in myself, or it is related, is in investing in my skills, my knowledge. All right, so every day I spend at least 1 hour learning something new. Right? Is it reading a book? Is it watching a course? Is it working with my mentor? Is it listening to a podcast, right? Is it being open to a new challenging conversation and new perspectives? Whatever. Every day, you want to make sure that you learn something you didn't know before. You want to expand your knowledge. You want to expand your skills, because more you invest in yourself, you heard me saying this many times, right? But more you invest in yourself, more will you be able to give to the world around you. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, you will be at this point where you are, and that's it, right? And lastly, obviously, as I run my own business, another investment that I do daily is investing in my business. Now, if you do not run your own business, look at it from a career point of view, right? Like, how are you investing in yourself professionally every single day? All right. So for me, for example, that means that I reconnect with my values, with my standards, with my aspirations, with my mission, right? Every day, and think about, right, like, what is aligning with that I can do today to give more really to my clients, to my community, to people that I'm surrounded with, the people who follow me, right? How can I give more value? All right. And that doesn't mean, for me at least, following trends, like, for example, everyone is on TikTok, so let me be on TikTok. No, it means looking inside of me and seeing what does align with my being, what does it feel true to me, that's gonna help me be even better at what I do and bring more value to people around me, right? So the same goes with you at work, for example. If you want to get promoted, think about, what can I do, right? Think outside of the box. Maybe not what everyone else is doing, because you're not like everyone else. You can get inspired by them, sure, but think about what aligns with you, with your way of operating, with your way of being, with your way of working, with your way of leading people, right? Before you go out and look for answers inside of yourself. All right? All right, so this is what I've prepared for you today. This is my personal investment, my personal non-negotiables every single day. I want to invite you to share yours with us here. Please write down in comments, or you can also message me. If you want to talk more about this topic, feel free to let us know. And I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you very soon again. Bye.